Okay, I'm going to CK12. Notice that we are getting our assignments on CK12. And I see that some people are doing assignments that, like the little quizzes that come on Google Classroom, and you're not scoring very high on them. But then I look on CK12 and I see that you have not done the actual CK12 assignment that goes with it. And that explains why you're not scoring very high on those assignments. Now, there's some reasons why I want to use CK12. First of all, it is a platform that has all the different modalities, or all the different ways that you can learn on there. So it is something that if you don't understand something, you can click on some other things to help you, and I'm going to show you that. Alright, so I logged in as a student, and if I go to, if I start out on dashboard, it's going to show me the latest assignments that have come up. And I think I showed you in the last video, if you click on subjects, it has every subject that you could possibly take. So I've got on here, for example, 2 classes. Mendel first experiment, this is for biology. So if I just, these are ones that I need to start. So if I hit start, it's going to take me to the textbook, and it's going to give me that opportunity to read. And learn very well by reading, but not everybody. Sometimes we need of learn, and that's the great thing about CK12, if it will load. And again, and is in bad shape right now, having to upload all. Load. It's going to take us to the, first of all, to this, actual text part. Okay. All right. So this is Mendel's first experiment. I can read it. If I don't understand something, there's usually going to be a video right here. So these videos are short, and a lot of people learn well with videos. So maybe reading, isn't your preferred method of learning, but it definitely, you do need to improve on your reading. Everybody does. Remember, we can highlight, we can take notes about whatever we highlighted. I showed you that in the last video. You can save it. You can look at the notes over here to see, any kind of notes that you've written before, so you can have all of your notes right there. You can watch this video. You've got summary, you've got some questions that you can do to help you go back and make sure you did understand your reading. And then there's this thing down here called, continue practice. So when you do this and you hit that continue practice, it's called adaptive practice. And the reason it's called adaptive practice is because it's going to give you the opportunity. You have to get 10 questions right in order to get 100%. And so it starts you out with easier questions, and then the questions get a little bit more difficult until you finally get 10 right. And if you miss one, it'll go back and pick it up at that same level. Okay, so it gives you questions, and some of the questions that I use for your quizzes I might get from there. All right, now related content. Here's all kinds of different content that is similar to what we're learning. So here's a study guide, another, couple more videos, real world application, and these Plix things. These are these interactive learning tools. and they are awesome to help you. They're like little, kind of like little games. You can go to resources, and then I shouldn't even be telling you this because it has like some discussion questions, lesson plans, labs. This is teachers kind of stuff right here. So, you know, I might be using that to give you some things. Concept details. Sometimes you go under concept details and it'll give you that, you know, the vocabulary word there. Not always, but sometimes it does. But just play around and see, you know, are any of these things helpful to you. You can change your display settings. Now, when you get done, you want to make sure that you hit turn in. And it's like I did not actually do that adaptive practice, so I only got 10% on there, and it's going to put in the grade book as a 10%. So now if you don't do the adaptive practice, I'll see what you scored in the grade book. Now when I pull up my grade book, I see 100% for you if you've completed reading the assignment and you've done that adaptive practice. And then all I do is I go in and I put, you know, like 25 out of 25 points. These are super easy grades. Okay, you cannot get anything easier than this because you just go through here and everybody has an opportunity to make 100%. Now, I have a little bit of trouble with loading these things up, and I'm in the country, but I'm using like humongous amounts of data because I'm uploading a lot of videos, especially for my college chemistry class. So this is an accessible platform. If you're having trouble and you're not getting to your class, the main thing I would say is that you probably have not entered the class code in. So you can go on to Google Classroom and see one of the days I posted your class code. Okay, if you hit the Explore button, you know, there's all kinds of different simulations that you can look for. A lot of those things, but you know, subjects. Let's say you're having trouble in math with something. Go here. They've got all kinds of resources for you. And this is a global thing. This is in all these different countries, written, you know, by experts. So, you know, over here, it'll pull up the classes that you're in. If you're in, you know, multiple classes, which I don't know if I'm probably the only teacher that's using CK12, but it is an awesome resource for you. And it has so many different things. It has reading, it has practice questions, videos, little game tutorials. However your learning style is, it will give it to you. Alright, so like say you go here and click on, this is for physics. And it should show you a menu. Okay, your assignments, like physics has had 3 out of 4 assignments, so they can, you know, you can click on there and see what your assignments were. If you've not done an assignment, you can click on that assignment and do it. Okay, see, here's the assignments right here, and it'll tell you, you know, past due. Okay, reports. When I get a lot of people saying that, you know, you have like assignments due, you've got missing for assignments, and then I'll get a lot of emails saying, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Okay, if you go here to reports, this is your grade report. So as you can see, I just made a student account here for each of my classes, and I did not do the wave speed activity, so I have nothing there. I did not do the longitudinal, I have nothing there. This one, I only did a couple of those questions, I got 20% there. So you can see, you know, maybe you didn't hit the turn in button, maybe you did not do practice questions, and this will show you, this is where you see what you have. Okay, go to members here, and it'll show you that we've got quite a few people that are members of that class, and it may give you the opportunity to discuss something with them. I'm not sure if you can click on their name and email them or not through here. I'm not sure about that. But as you can see, it's not that big of a deal for this school because we all know each other. But, you know, it lists the people who have become members of the class. So if you're talking to somebody and they're saying, I just can't get this CK12 thing, and you open yours up, well, if you don't see their name on here, they have not actually joined the class. And then I don't know what happens if anything happens if you click on this or not. I'm not sure. I guess nothing. Okay, but the CK12, we're using it. So log in, hit the class code, hit join the class, do the daily activities. They're free 100s, and then usually the way this works is I'll assign something to you. I'll give you a day to read it and do the activities. The next day I'll give you a quiz. Okay, so the quizzes, you know, those you can get some things wrong. But as far as like just coming here to CK12, reading, watching the videos, taking the notes, doing the practice quizzes, those are free 100s for you. You can't get anything better than that. So please take advantage of this.